Your Honor, to clarify, the burden of proof is with the prosecution and not with the defense. In fact, Your Honor, according to our laws, even if we do not present evidence, if they do not overcome that threshold, Your Honor, then we believe that our client is entitled to.
So, ang sagot po nyo, and this is my final question, Presiding Officer, ang sagot po nyo, kailangan i-prove ng prosecution na merong hitman. And you're not denying that the Vice President spoke to a hitman.
No, we are denying that, Your Honor. It's just that was our presentation and our answer.
Ito ang mainit at pinag-uusapang balita ngayon na mabilis na kumakalat sa mundo ng social media. Isang issue na ikinagugulat at pinagtatalunan ng maraming netizen na hindi gaanong nabibigyan ng pansin ng mainstream media. Kaya naman, ating himayin at panoorin ang buong detalye at alamin ang iba't ibang panig ng isyung ito. Kung bago ka pa lamang sa aming channel, huwag kalimutang i-like ang video, mag-subscribe at i-click ang notification bell upang lagi kang updated sa aming mga pinakabagong balita. Maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na suporta at panoorin natin ang kabuuang video.
Dediretsuin ko na, no? So what we're trying to figure out here kasi is, are you really investigating whether may threat kay VP Sara and whether she threatened the individuals mentioned, including the president? Or are you only investigating the video and finding kung meron siyang crime? So I asked Agent John Mark Calilum, hindi daw niya kinausap ang sabi ko PSG, pero PSC na sila ngayon, di ba? Presidential Security Command. So did you speak to the Presidential Security Command about the threat on the President?
Your Honor, in terms of correspondence between the Presidential Security Command at yung NBI, ang makakasagot po niyan yung director. Kasi hindi ko alam kung may usapan po sila. Meron ho kasi kaming tinatawag na need to know basis. Ang focus lang ho namin as...
The problem with your answers, witness, is that kung yan ang sagot mo parati, hindi mo inimbestigahan ng husto.
Hindi ho.
Because you didn't get the information from your intelligence. You did not get your information from the task force. You did not get your information from the Presidential Security Group. Did you talk to the CIDG?
Your Honor...
May you answer first. Did you talk to the CIDG?
No, Your Honor.
No. But nag-imbestiga din sila, di ba?
I think so, Your Honor, kasi may statement sila.
So yun din yung tanong nga ng Senate President eh. Kung iniimbestigahan nyo talaga yung buo at kayo ang head at kayo dapat ang mag-imbestiga, bakit hindi nyo kinausap yung mga ibang nag-iimbestiga? Baka may alam sila na hindi.
Yung usapan po na yan, it's a matter of intelligence. Hindi ko alam kung may usapan sila o kung wala silang usapan with the director and with the intelligence service, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'll take that answer, but I think at least alam nyo yung nasa isip namin and what we want clarified. Secondly, sir, all of you, yung apat, you signed the February 10, February 2025 NBI Affidavit of Investigation. Tama po ba, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor, our affidavit of
Tapos
investigation.
kasama dito yung verification nyo, basically saying that based on the records, tama tong lahat, no?
Verification ng ano po, Your Honor?
Sa dulo, nag-sign kayo ng verification.
Verification of non-forum shopping, Your Honor?
Yes. And
Opo.
that, aside from non-foreign shopping, give me some latitude because to explain the question. We read and understood its contents and the allegations therein are true based on authentic records.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. So may mali ba dito? Factually, wala. Na-review mo naman to, no?
May konting typo dyan, which is
Hindi
normal
typo,
naman.
factual.
So far as I'm concerned,
Sino
lahat
po ba
yun.
nag-prepare?
Ang team po namin with the...
Tapos pinapirma sa inyo?
Hindi ho, kami ho nagtulong-tulong mag-draft ng affidavit of investigation, kung ano yung legal basis namin, and then we agree, and we concluded na ito yun.
Then someone typed it up, then you signed. I asked this because nung tinanong ko kay Agent Mark John Calilum, sabi niya, dito nakalagay conditional pero tingin niya absolute. You answered the same thing, it's absolute, pero dito nakalagay conditional.
The utterances itself, Your Honor, is what we called event-based condition, ang classification namin.
Okay.
Yun yung utterances, Your Honor.
I'll take that answer. I think mas factual yun. But sa paragraph 51, was VP Duterte ever Secretary of the Department of Justice?
No, Your Honor, Department of Education.
Nakalagay dito, to recall, VP Duterte resigned as the Secretary of the Department of Justice, and she herself admitted that her relationship with the President has become toxic, and she would imagine her strangling him and cutting off her head.
That's typo, Your Honor.
That's not a typo. A typo means yung department naging Department of Justice and Department of Education are two different things.
Ang alam namin, sorry po.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Department of Education ang alam
Yeah.
namin.
So, kasi, I just filed my counter affidavit sa ombudsman about yung obstruction of justice. Ilang beses ko kailangan basahin kasi nga, pag may mali, pinirmahan nyo na sinasabi nyo, no? But anyway, going back to the condition, you mentioned the case of SPO2 Hamata.
Yes, sir.
But isn't it true that the lis mota of that case was really res judicata and double jeopardy? Meaning, hindi tinake up ng Supreme Court whether or not a condition.
Yes, sir.
Di ba?
Opo.
Oh, so that wasn't on point. Kasi I was going to ask, is there a difference if the condition is legal or illegal? Di ba? So halimbawa, pag sinabi ko sa yung, pag natanggal akong Senate President, patatanggal din kita. Okay. Unang-una, legal naman akong tanggalin na Senate President. We always vote. There's nothing there. But if illegal, pag pinapatay mo ko, papapatayin din kita. Is there a difference if the condition of why I will act or why I'm threatening you is an illegal act?
Well, under the law, Your Honor, it says there that even the condition is unlawful. So, regardless of the nature of the condition,
Yes.
sir.
No, I want to get lang into your mind when you sign this because nga medyo novel yung case to for me. Even as a lawyer, I have to do more research and see anong ibig sabihin nito grave threats dito because you keep mentioning we keep mentioning here that this is the second highest official in the land and therefore pag trinete niya ang Pangulo. But who was the Vice President claiming na pwedeng magpapatay sa kanya?
Again, Your Honor, yun po yung reason ba't nag-issue kami ng subpoena.
No,
Gusto po namin...
sa reading nyo nung statement niya, sino tinutukoy ng Pangulo na mukhang mag-ooperate sa kanya ng Operation Romanov? Sinong pinagbibintangan niya?
Well, una, kung ang pag-uusapan Romanov, Your Honor, ang alam namin na unang nagbigkas ng Romanov ay si Mayor Baste yata noong January 2024. Other
yes.
than...
That's irrelevant. Ang question ko, in the mind of the Vice President, sinong pinagbibintangan niya na pwedeng magpapatay sa kanya? You said you investigated So mahaba na testimony niyo ni Agent John Mark. So of course, kasama sa investigation nyo, sino sa mind ni Vice President magpapapatay sa kanya?
Well, again, Your Honor, since wala kaming makuhang valid information.
Ano, hindi ba klaro sa video na ang pinagbibintangan niya is the First Lady, the President, and the Speaker of the House? So sabi niya, pag pinatay ako, patayin mo silang tatlo. So ang pinagbibintangan niya na magpapapatay sa kanya, yung tatlo.
I cannot answer to that, Your Honor.
Senator Judge Allen, kindly wind up.
But you have to be able to answer that because you're the one who investigated. And that is crucial. Why? Because part of your self-defense, so for example, if I know na sa senator judge, pag hindi ako bumoto one way or the other, papapatayin ako ng whatever, chief PNP or papapatay ako ng whoever. So pag sinabi kong, pag ako pinatay, si ganito nagpapatay sa akin. And then, ang difference, I don't usually give a threat na patayin mo rin. So could it be that actually that was the defense of the Vice President para hindi siya patayin?
I don't know the state of the mind of the Vice President.
But you've testified all throughout this afternoon that you went into her state of mind.
Based on the series of events, Your Honor.
Yes, and based on her statement. And her statement and the series of events is nag-away sila ng administrasyon. And the series of events is that sinasabi niya, pag ako'y pinatay, eto tatlo ang papatayin nyo. Okay, last question. Kay Attorney Lopez, tinanong din to ng Senate President ni Senator Tulfo. At di ko na itatanong pero napahapyawan ni Senator Erwin din to yung tungkol kay yung sinabi ni si Attorney Lopez, sabi mo, even before kasi nangyari yon, nakausap na ni Vice President yung papatay.
That's the literal meaning of the statement.
Yes, that's the literal meaning. But did you believe her?
Well, she's the vice president, sir.
So she also said freedom of expression. So you also believe her?
Not based on the evidence that what we gathered, sir.
No. Okay. So I'll stop there. But I'll read to you. Sinabi nyo kasi sedition. Pero tignan nyo po yung page 25 nung sarili nyong affidavit, ha? Si Princess Maui, ang sinabi niya, ano po ba ang pwede niyong maging remedy para matapos na ito, lalo't nagsisigaw na po ang taong bayan na mag-people power na? So actually, I would consider ang nag-uudyok si Princess Maui. Of course, we can discuss people power, pero tignan niyo po ang sagot niya after yung sa pagpatay. Ang laban ay wala dyan sa EDSA, ma'am. Wala dyan sa mga highway. Ang laban, ma'am, nandun sa loob ng palasyo. Yan ang problema. We appreciate yung expression nyo ng disgust, ang pagkamuhi, ang hopelessness, kasi it reflects kung ano nararamdaman ng maraming milyon-milyon. Alam ko yan, ma'am. Kahit saan ako pumunta, ang sasabihin, binoto namin dahil sinabi mo, iboto namin. So if I look at that statement, parang baliktad. Parang sinasabi niyang huwag kayo mag-people power.
Hindi, actually, kung babasahin po natin yung buo, may sinabi siya doon na natutuwa siya sa ginagawa nila.
Sa ginagawa nila na active nagrarally. Pero sa people power, ito yung exact. But I won't argue with you. I'm just trying to get into your frame of mind.
Yes, Your
when
Honor.
do you believe her and when do you not believe her? And what did you actually investigate?
We based everything on the evidence that we've gathered.
Thank you,
sir.
Presiding Officer. Thank you, Mr. Witness.
Opo.
Thank you, Senator Judge Alan Cayetano. Senator Judge Marcos, thereafter, Senator Judge Aquino. Senator Marcos, you may proceed, ma'am, when you're ready.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. And Attorney Lontok,
Yes, ma'am.
mapupay nga pag-abot din
Mapaya
hindi
kulog,
ha aton Senado.
Opo, ma'am.
Okay, I'd like to affirm lang yung sinabi mo kanina na nung nangyari nga itong hating gabi na interview ni Vice President sa Zoom, agad-agad in-orderan kayo, in-instructionan ng NBI na mag-imbestiga. Tama po yun?
Hindi po, Your Honor. Sabado po yon, lunchtime, mayroon kaming meeting ako with the then Director Santiago. I think between 12 noon and 1 p.m. And then mayroong instruction na nanggaling kay Delta Santiago na, Jeremy, may kumakalat sa social media, may mga utterances na ginawa ang Vice Presidente. Imbestigahan natin. Since may cyber aspect ito, imbestigahan nyo na. Doon po nagsimula yon.
Tama. So, anong araw yon? Kasi, andito sa inyong affidavit of investigation at yung sinabi ninyo na on even date, ang tinutukoy mo ba yung November 23 din?
November 23, ma'am. Kasi natapos ho ang...
Oo, gabing-gabi kasi yon di ba?
Madaling araw po ng alauna, ma'am.
That's right. So, nag-meeting kayo kaagad-agad? Ganun ba?
Hindi, ma'am. Hindi po kasi namin alam yun.
Kailan kayo inutusan na mag-imbestiga?
During lunchtime, nung may meeting kami ni then Director Santiago, pero iba ho ang iniimbestigahan namin krimen.
Kailan kayo sinabihan ng DOJ na mag-imbestiga? Anong araw po?
That same day, ma'am.
Kaya nga, November 23.
November
pa rin.
23.
Oo, pareho lang. Yun ang sinabi ninyo kanina nung tinatanong kayo ng counsel ng prosecution. Yan din ang nakasaad. On even date ang nakasabi sa inyong affidavit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, nag-umpisa na kayo. Kwento nga ninyo, 4 phase yung investigasyon. Nag-umpisa sa identification. Nagbigay kayo ng hash value. Nag-preserve kayo ng data. Pagkatapos nag-research kayo. Subsequently, sinabi mo na meron kayong open source intelligence search at natuklasan ninyo na meron palang October 18 video na press con na naman ni OVP na nasa Facebook at may mga sinasabi na naman na puputulin yung ulo. Tama ba yon? Yung October 18 ang nakita ninyo?
That's the continuation in the analysis phase, Your Honor.
Oo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi nag-research na kayo, no? Bilang fourth phase nga ng inyong investigasyon. Tama po ba?
Hindi po, Your Honor. Yun yung third phase ho, yung analysis and attribution.
Sa analysis pa at attribution. So third phase. Pero bandang huli na. Ang pinagtatakahan ko, kung inutusan kayo ng November 23 na magkaroon ng investigasyon, bakit napakaaga? November 6, 2024, a subpoena was issued to ABS-CBN requiring them to submit an authenticated copy of the video pertaining to the 18 October press con. Nandito to sa affidavit ninyo, nasa page 8, number 14. Kung inutusan kayo ng November 23, ang ibig ba sabihin, November 6 pa lang, minamanmanan na si Vice President? Iniimbestigahan na siya bago pa yung Zoom conference sa Kongreso?
No, Your Honor. I believe that's a typo yung date.
Sorry?
Kasi that's a typo, Your Honor, yung date. Kasi makikita doon yung date noong appearance ng taga-ABS-CBN, which is consistent ho siya doon sa ibang inisyon
Kailan
ng
ba yung
subpoena.
appearance? Kasi hindi ko nasusundan yung timeline ninyo eh.
Can I-
Parang yung November 23 yung utos, pero November 6 pa lamang may subpoena na. Ba't nagkaganon?
Typo ho yan, Your Honor. Hindi ho yan November
Typo
6.
na naman katulad ng Department of Justice.
No, Your Honor. If I may refer to my notes, Your Honor.
Oo, pakita mo na lang sa akin kasi nahanap ko hindi ko masundan eh.
You may do so,
This is
Counsel.
page 6, number 14 po. November 6, 2024, subpoena to ABS-CBN.
Yung subpoena mismo. The subpoena itself. The subpoena itself.
Wala naman yatang date na binibigay tungkol sa appearance ni Patria Morales at yung iba pang
Meron po,
taga-ABS.
Your Honor, if I
Pakituro lang
have
kasi
the,
hinahanap
record
po
of the
namin.
subpoena. Yung subpoena mismo.
For information, the time of Senator Judge Marcos is over. Kindly.
Yes, but he's still responding
Of course,
to the
we
same
will wait for
question
the
if you will
response.
allow. Siya po yung matagal, hindi tayo.
We're only counting your the questions that you asked, not the answer. Neither are we counting the waiting time for the witness to answer.
I-check ko lang po, Your Honor, para
Kasi yung mga sumunod na meeting, doon sa page 13, sa number 30, at sa mga sumunod, yung mga tinutukoy doon, yung mga media na nandun sa Zoom conference. Hindi naman siya yung ABS na humawak ng camera noong October 18. Iba naman yung mga tinutukoy doon eh.
Attorney Lutok,
Opo.
the question of the Honorable Marcos is on page 6, paragraph 14. You said you sent us a subpoena on November 6, 2024. Unfortunately, because the annexes are not part of the document marked, it's not here. So the question is quite clear. If it's a mistake, then what is the correct date of the subpoena?
If I can see the real subpoena, Your Honor.
Kindly talk to the mic, please.
Yeah. If I can see the real subpoena, Your Honor, because the subpoena was signed by our assistant director for investigation service.
As I said, unfortunately, it was not attached to your affidavit, and I doubt if it's one of those marked or pre-marked
Wala.
by the counsel for prosecutors. As he said and admitted earlier, he did not or they did not mark all of the annexes in your affidavit.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may, check ko lang po, Your Honor, para sigurado ho.
Wala sa'yo ngayon.
Inaanap ko po rito.
Wala nga pong annex yan eh.
Wala sa annex at wala rin sa affidavit. Kasi yung mga media na tinutukoy sa ibang pahina, yung mga nag-interview nung Zoom conference.
Dito ho yung certified true copy daw, Your Honor.
If I may, Your Honor, please, can I assist on this regard, if the court will allow?
Only if you can produce a copy of the November 6 subpoena, counsel.
Exactly, Your Honor. The documents are present. They are in the possession at present of the witness, Your Honor, please. They may not have been physically attached to the affidavit investigation, but they do exist in the records of the case as separate pre-marked documents, Your Honor, please.
So
Okay.
it's here?
Presiding officer, then is counsel saying that therefore the affidavit is defective or wrongful, and that
don't-
November 6 is not the right date? What then is the right date to
With
the
all due
subpoena
respect,
to
Your Honor,
ABS?
please. With all due respect, we object to the use of the term defective.
Counsel, we shall await. Let the
Yes.
document speak for itself.
Yes, Your Honor, please.
If it's there.
The witness is
Yes,
now
it
in the
was the witness
process.
who said that it was a mistake, not me.
No, it doesn't make the entire affidavit of investigation defective.
No, I merely said the date was wrong.
right.
Because that's what he said.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's just been brought to my attention that in fact, presiding officer, two documents were issued on November 6. Not only the subpoena to ABS-CBN, but further the affidavit of investigation regarding the October 18 press con. Can we please be clarified as to these two documents which don't seem to appear in the affidavit nor in the annexes provided?
Let's first wait for the witness to answer the first question, Senator Judge Marcos.
Okay.
Yes,
If I-
Attorney Lotok.
If I may, Your Honor. Ito ho, ang subpoena, Duces Tecom, yung date ho ng appearance niya is December 11.
Appearance po. Ang tinatanong yung
Appearance.
date ng subpoena.
Date
Attorney
ng
Lotok.
subpoena, Your Honor, is 6th day of November 2024, which I believe this is a typo kasi magkakasunod ho ito doon sa mga inisyuhan namin na media personalities.
Attorney Lotok, typo na yung affidavit mo? Typo pa yung subpoena?
Hindi po.
What are you
typo
looking
yun.
at? The subpoena or the affidavit?
Dalawa yan eh.
What are you looking at, Attorney Lotok? The
subpoena, Your Honor.
So the subpoena is dated November 6.
Okay.
This-
And the affidavit also is November 6. Dalawang typo carried over.
Asan yung affidavit? Hindi ko pa nakita, ma'am, yung affidavit na November.
Your
Ikaw
affidavit
ang
says
pumirma
November
eh.
6.
Pero patingin ako ng affidavit.
Yung affidavit of investigation mo na binigay, pati
I-check
yung
ko po,
amended, carried over din. Yung first draft na rineject ng DOJ, yung ikalawa, parehong November 6.
Saan?
Pirmado ninyo eh.
Page 6, Counsel, paragraph 14 of his affidavit of investigation.
Yes, Your Honor. It's November 6, 2024 ang nakasulat dyan.
So typo din yan? Is it your testimony na typo din yan?
I believe so, Your Honor. Kasi ang intention namin dyan is 11 December 2024.
Anyway, Senator Judge Marcos, the document will let the document speak for itself. That would be the best evidence of it, if at all, of the dates
Thank you.
of either the subpoena and or the affidavit.
Yes, presiding officer, just to provide our witness a chance to correct himself for the documents, sa palagay mo, ano yung tamang date kung mali yung November 6?
Same ho, Your Honor, doon sa mga subpoena na inisyo namin sa media personalities.
Dapat magkakapareho.
Yes, magkakasunod po yun.
Okay, sige. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much, presiding officer. Damo nga salamat.
Salamat po, ma'am.
Thank you, Senator Judge Marcos. Senator Bamakino, and then we proceed to cross.
Your Honor, can we just
Yes,
point out
Attorney
one
Minlon.
Your Honor, regarding that matter, Your Honor, may we just manifest, Your Honor, for the record, that not only in paragraph 14, page 6, does the November 6, 2024 date appear, it also appears on the footnote. Footnote 12, November 6, 2024. So, I don't think, we just want to read for the record, footnote 12, subpoena to Francis Toral, head ABS-CBN News dated 06 November 2024. In addition to that, if you look at the subpoena, and paragraph 14 also is on 06 November 2024, a subpoena was issued to ABS-CBN News. Yung subpoena. Now, it is actually, it states that a copy of the video pertaining to the 18 October 24 press conference. And when you look at the subpoena itself, can you just ask for time? The subpoena, if you look at the subpoena, there's an attachment, and the photo there contained therein actually pertains to the 18 October 2024 press briefing. So in other words, Your Honor, this is a substantive, this is not a mere typography.
Objection, Your Honor. Counter manifestation. The witness said it's typographical, that you are milking that and say it's
The ma-
substantial.
Just
The
for the record,
manifestation-
ito sa
The
manifestation.
That's
manifestation
why a
of counsel for
counter-manifestation.
respondent is duly noted. Insofar as the counter manifestation of the counsel for prosecution, the witness already answered. That is a typographical
Thank you so much.
error from his point of view.